these sick beasts must be punished, and we must show solidarity to the people of France of their second grossly disturbing terrorist attack, the second in a year, I believe. And I feel nothing but sadness for people of France. I mean, these people who get us are nothing but murderous beasts. But how do we get here? How do we get to ISIS? How do we get to all these terrorist attacks that are happening across the world? If you rewind 12 years ago, the invasion of Iraq was authorised, where it was an illegal invasion of Iraq. Both Bush and Blair share the same responsibility for it. And they must be brought to trial as war criminals. But experts and people who had proper knowledge of the Middle East and about Islamic terrorism advised Bush and Blair not to go ahead the invasion of Iraq. But they did. They ignored all advice and went ahead anyway. And the result was Iraq was on fire. Rather than combating terrorism, terrorism has actually increased, which many experts said it would. The Taliban does not just have the blood in his hands of the people who died in Iraq and the British soldiers, he also has blood in the hands of all those people killed in Iraq by ISIS. He is originally responsible for that. And it is really something that, and also the fact we have open door immigration and a weak asylum policy in the Mediterranean that has contributed to this as well. And within these boats are ISIS terrorists. And rather than put these so-called refugees back to Africa, we welcome them with open arms onto the European shore. That is the crux of the problem. We continue allowing these boats to drift over the Mediterranean without any proper checks and just allowing people to just claim asylum and eventually get EU citizenship where they can just roam around Europe committing terrorist attacks. Then that is what we're heading for. We are heading for Armageddon. No citizen within the European Union is safe from the terrorists. And it's true that we all live under the bomber's shadow, particularly in the major cities and particularly in areas where you have strong Muslim populations as well, such as in Birmingham, for example. In the UK, it's particularly dangerous as well. Recently foiled was an Islamic plot to attack the British embassies and get IS. That was foiled, luckily enough. But it's important to remember the victims. And discoveringly enough, I read a report in the paper a couple of months back that the majority of Muslims in the UK support the ISIS about what they're doing. This is very disturbing news. But what can the police do? I mean, the police are stretched to breaking point thanks to the cuts of the police force. We do not sacrifice the safety of our citizens for wasting billions on the European Union and in foreign aid as well. I can't believe the EU handed over £1 billion worth of EU taxpayers' money to Africa. And the whole point of giving them this aid was to get the African countries to stop the migrants coming. And they get absolutely nothing. So again, the EU, which is good at throwing money down the drain, for over $1 billion worth of EU taxpayers' money, including our money as well, down the drain. So it's like if you have I don't know, it's like if you have over £1 billion in the field in cash and just set on fire. That's basically it. And I bet the majority of this so-called aid money went into your pockets of these African politicians who are corrupt bastards anyway, who cannot give a fuck about their poor, about the destitute people in their own countries. And the Western companies who go out there mining, etc., polluting the land, etc., all that. I mean, all this feeds in. It's a vicious circle, really, in Africa. But that's another subject. But, I mean, who's speaking for the French people? And the French people feel hopeless. They feel helpless. Then what can we do? And many French people can see the future is looking black, gloomy. Because in 30 years' time, France could be majority Muslim. Because Muslims have more kids than the Catholic kids, the French kids, the French parents. They have more children. The birth rate in Muslim areas in the whole world is far much more than Christians, Christian Europeans. It's a statistical fact. With the mass immigration that's going on from Africa and the Middle East, this is really ethnic cleansing, colossal scale. And particularly France has been a Christian country for over 1,000 years. And to see it turning into majority Muslim within 30 years is really quite alarming. This is a ticking time bomb across Western Europe, particularly in Germany, where over 800,000 Muslims have actually migrated to Germany. If anyone doesn't see anything wrong with this, they seriously need to be re-educated. And I mean, communities like the Afro-Caribbean community that came here into the UK in the 60s, they integrated, but it was a slow pace. I mean, the Afro-Caribbeans didn't just come into the UK within 5 years. They actually came into the UK over a steady period. That's because the UK government back then had control of the borders, and slowly the communities were able to adjust. The Afro-Caribbeans got work, they worked hard, they integrated with the local community, etc. But if you fast forward to Eastern Europeans and to the migrants that come, the massive migrants that come from Middle East, etc., and all that, it's a fast changing pace. I mean, towns and cities are being swamped, and there's like ghettos of ethnic minorities, and then there's some like no-go areas.